the survival series for kids, What to Do When Your Mom or Dad Says Do Something Besides Watching TV. Written by Joy Berry, pictures by Bartholomew. This book was copyrighted in 1982 by Grolier Enterprise. Has your mother or father ever told you to do something besides watching TV? Whenever your parents tell you to do something, do you ever wonder, what should I do? If any of this sounds familiar to you, you're going to love this book because it will tell you what to do when you think that there is nothing to do. Boredom. When there is nothing interesting or exciting for you to do, you might become bored. When you are bored, you might begin to think that you and your life are dreary and dull. To overcome your boredom, you might decide to do something destructive. If you should do this, you will get yourself in trouble. This is not good. Never do anything that would hurt another person or yourself. Do not do anything that would damage or destroy someone's things. When you are bored, you should not expect someone else to come up with something for you to do. It is up to you to make your life interesting and exciting. When you are bored, you must decide what you are going to do. It is your responsibility to handle your own boredom, not your dad's. He's not the program chairman. Taking care of your responsibilities. When you are bored and need to think of something to do, ask yourself this question: is there something that I should be doing? Decide whether there are any unfinished chores you need to do. It may be helpful to keep a list of the chores you're supposed to do so that you can go over the list whenever you are bored. She's writing a list. I cleaned my room. I emptied the trash. Decide whether there are promises you need to fulfill. Try to remember if you've done everything that you promised other people you would do. I promised Grandmom that I would write to her, and I did. Decide whether there are personal needs you should take care of. Try to remember if there is anything you need to do for yourself. Should you wash your hair or clean your nails? Try to remember if there's anything you need to do to take care of your things. Should you feed your pets, wash your clothes, or polish your shoes? If you have chores, promises, or personal needs that should be taken care of, do them before you do anything else. Avoid procrastinating. Procrastinating means waiting until another time. Take care of your chores, promises, and personal needs immediately so that you can go on to do something that you really want to do. You will enjoy doing the things you want to do much more if you do not feel that there are things you should have been doing instead. Planning things to do. Once you've fulfilled your responsibilities, you're ready to put together some activities for yourself to do. Begin by asking yourself, whom do I want to be with? Once you've decided whom you want to be with, talk with that person. Ask if he or she can get together with you. Be sure that it's all right with your parents before you make any final plans. If you're able to be with another person, you can make plans together. If you cannot be with another person, you will have to be alone. It is not bad for you to be alone. In fact, might be times when you may choose to be alone. Being alone can be relaxing and fun if you do the right things. Once it is decided whether you will be alone or with someone, ask yourself a second question. Where do I want to be? If you do not want to stay at home, try to think of places you could go. Think about riding your bike or walking somewhere. It is a good idea to talk with your parents about this. Together you can make a list of the places to which you may walk or ride your bike. If there aren't places close enough to you, or if it's too dangerous for you to go someplace alone, you will need to have an adult go with you or take you. If there's no adult to do this, you need to stay home. If you decide to stay home, you will need to think some more. Are you going to be outside or are you going to be inside? Once you've decided where you will be, ask yourself a third question. What do I want to do? You may choose to do something that is physical. With physical activity, you would use your body. You may choose to do something that is mental. With mental activity, you would use your mind. You may choose to do something that is passive. A passive activity would not require you to use your body or your mind. It would allow you to rest and relax. Here are some physical activities you can do alone if you're outside. You can walk, jog, or bike, or hike, play a sport, skateboard, go-karting, fly a kite, jump a rope, play a game, practice throwing or frisbee, build something. If you find friends, you can do all of the above plus playing sports like soccer, tennis, or catch. Can you think of other physical activities you can do outside? Make your own list. Here are some physical activities you can do alone if you are inside. Do some exercises, dance, pretend to be something, act it out, play hopscotch, build a hideout or a fort, fly paper airplanes. If you find friends, you can do all of the above plus play body games like Twister or Simon Says or Follow the Leader. Can you think of other physical activities you can do inside? Make your own list. Here are some mental activities you can do alone if you are outside. Do an art project that may be too messy to do inside. Observe something such as an insect. Look around. Try to see things that you've never noticed before. Listen. Note how many different sounds you can hear. Smell. Note how many different odors you can smell. Collect things like rocks or shells. Do a scientific experiment that may be too messy to do inside. Think about the environment. Decide how you could improve it. Can you think of other mental activities you can do outside? Make your own list. Here are some mental activities you can do alone if you're inside. You can read. You can play a game such as solitaire, which is a card game. You can make a puzzle. You can do an art project. You can cook. You can mend or sew something. You can write something. Maybe start a journal. Make something with things that you can find around the house. If you find friends, you can do all of the above, plus games like chess, checkers, or Monopoly. Can you think of other mental activities you can do outside? Make your own list. Here are some passive things you can do alone if you're outside. Lie on your back, look up in the sky and watch the clouds move. Find a quiet place to be alone and to sit quietly. Sunbathe. Lie in the grass, close your eyes, and let your mind wander. Can you think of other passive things you can do outside? Make your own list. Here are some passive things you can do alone if you're inside. Listen to music, daydream, take a nap, lie on your back, concentrate on relaxing your body. Can you think of other passive things you can do inside? Make up your own list. Doing something about boredom. The main questions that you have read in this book should be written in a piece of paper and kept in a handy place. Whenever you are bored, read each question and answer it. This will help you to overcome your boredom. Here are the questions that need to be included in your list. Is there something that I should be doing? Whom do I want to be with? Where do I want to be? And what do I want to do? So that you don't have to rethink every issue each time you're bored, make yourself 3 lists. Keep these lists by the 4 questions. One list should include your chores. A second list should include places to go when you want to be away from home. A third list should include things to do. Be sure to write them down. Physical activities, mental activities, passive activities. When you are making up your list, do not include any activity that would hurt other people or cause you to hurt yourself, and do not include any activity that would damage or destroy property. Try to think of things to do that will make you a better person and will help the people around you. The end of watching too much TV. What to do when your mom or dad says do something besides watching TV.